Good morning, everyone.
Hey,
So, who here has been to the ER in the hospital? Oh, wow, almost all of you. I'm shocked. How long was your wait? An hour? Maximum 2 hours? How about 30 hours?
Wow.
How about seeing a specialist? How long was your wait? Say, from the family doctor, you got a referral and going to see a specialist. How long was the wait?
1 month?
2 weeks.
6 months?
Yeah.
Longest? Anyone longer? 12 months.
my God.
How about 3 years?
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So today I'm going to talk about my firsthand stories of experience that I went through in Canada. The first story started when I was in Toronto. In my early adulthood, I was going to school, attending university in Canada. There was one day I was going through the subway system where there was a long flight of stairs. I shouldn't really have done this, but I didn't know how to drive. I took the subway in the evening and I fell on my back. There's a push. And down I go, roll all the way down that long flight of stairs. That fall felt off forever. And by the time when I reached the bottom, my left thigh was in severe pain. I called 911. I got onto the ambulance. I was driven to the emergency room. And there I sat for over 1 whole day. It was ridiculous. For the whole time, I saw so many people, including homeless folks who have all their belongings, getting wheeled onto a bed, onto a room. I'm seeing people who act really, really crazy. Probably I should have this one. And really, really crazy, scream to the top of the lungs. So people would like to shut them up and they will them as well. I see so many of those. And because it was late in the evening, there are just so many of those people who are just trying to get a free bed in the hospital, in ER. So after a whole day, finally, I was being seen and treated. And later on, I was found that I actually have bone fracture. Just imagine that pain that you have to go through for over 1 day. I don't think I can last without food for another, I don't know how long the wait was. I was in so much pain that I couldn't even get up to talk to someone. Hey, I really need the bathroom. Can someone help me? So it was the people that was also in the waiting room helped me to go to the bathroom. It was a really daunting experience. So my second story, I thought that I would never, ever have to encounter the Canadian medical system because I was kind of making up my mind, okay, is this really a place I want to be if I grow up and get into the retirement age? And what if I die waiting in the ER, right? So I was looking for my options. I thought that I would not having to endure Canadian system, healthcare system, until 2 years after. An unfortunate event happened. One day, I woke up. My left eye started to get blurry. It wouldn't go away. I tried jobs, tried everything. It didn't go away. Okay. It was so blurry to the point where I couldn't really, if I cover my good eye, I couldn't really make your face if you're standing 2 meters away from me. So something serious is going on. I go to my primary care doctor. Guess what she told me? You know what? I need to refer you to a specialist, optometrist. And there is a 2-year wait list to get on the wait list.
Get on the wait list.
2-year wait list to get on a wait list. I was like, man, my vision is dropping, and you're telling me there is a 2-year wait list to get on the wait list. That's absurd. So in the end of the day, I look for options. I try my best to get out of the country, but it takes time. And I waited for 2 years. I finally got on the wait list to get on the wait list. And that wait list has 1 year. So it was 3 years of total wait time until I can actually see the specialist. And as soon as I see a specialist, I was told, hey, you know what? You need, like, your eye is really bad. By the time my left was completely blind, I was told, you know what? Like, you need a cornea transplant in order to actually get it fixed. And I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, how long do I have to wait for that? Any guesses? You know what? You're not going to be prioritized because you're too young.
Oh,
They don't prioritize young people for cornea transplant. I'll tell you for the fact. I was told, hey, come back in your 40s.
what?
Come back in your 40s and try again. That night, I applied the hell out of the country, and that's how I got in the United States. Guess how fast I got my cornea transplant? I landed in the United States. 1 week in, I'm able to see optometrist. 2 weeks in, my cornea is transplanted. Another 2 more weeks, I'm fully recovered. Thank you.
Wow. Remote handshake.
Very good.
Wow. You know that when Trump gets to the president, a lot of people, including a lot of my friends, are considering immigrants to Canada. Now, I'm gonna tell them no. What you said they should go? Oh, Mexico. Yeah, Mexico is another option. They can go to China. Okay, so let's have 2 minutes. Thanks, Ganesh, for changing the name card. Let's have 2 minutes to write some evaluation. Thanks. Yeah, let's have Eva's name here for a while,
Okay.
then people can send her email. So if you're online, send the email to Eva. That's IWA.
Next time.
Finish. We're gonna have our next speech. The evaluator is Dennis. Could you please introduce our second speaker, Renee? Thanks, Dennis.
Good morning, all.
Good evening.
It is my pleasure to introduce our second speaker, who's going to be giving a speech titled
Enjoy eating out without breaking the bank.
Sounds Interesting. I found a restaurant that I want to try over in Lake City, but anyway, please help me welcome our next speaker. Shanae, thank you.
Nice.
Nice to be here again and talk about eating out and saving money on eating out. Last week I did, or maybe the week before, I did a speech on saving money. And one of the things people asked said would be interesting is, why are we saving money? And this is part of a bigger topic. So saving, if you want to save, you're saving money because you may need extra money for your retirement, or you may want to do something else with your money. If you love eating out and eating out brings you joy, then you can disregard some of this, or this speech can be because you want to eat out more. One of the things I like to start with when it comes to saving money is think about what you enjoy in eating out. When you want to save money, you want to focus on your highest value, which means you might think, well, I eat out because I love the atmosphere. So when you spend your money on eating, you eat out at a place where you are soaking in the atmosphere, you get the best value in atmosphere. Or maybe I really like the food. I like a certain kind of food. So some options for eating out. One of the options could be simply don't eat out and do something different. Perhaps when you think about why do I like to eat out, the answer is convenience. I don't know what I want for dinner. So in that case, if you're able to do a small amount of extra planning, you could go to do something like Costco, where you could buy things in bulk that are very much ready-made, and you can have something in your freezer and heat it up, and that's still convenient. It may take less time to do that than to go through a drive-through or something else. Other cheaper alternatives to eating out are even going to grocery stores, even perhaps like a Whole Foods or something. There, if you get a sandwich there, it can be cheaper than the typical meal eating out. Or I do like Costco. If it's a weeknight, you potentially go to Costco, grab the rotisserie chicken or one of the other ready-made things, especially if you have a family, and that will be a cheaper way to get a meal that you don't have to prepare. When it comes to the actual eating out, there are some various ways to save money. Some of the ways are that I like to do is, if there's a restaurant you like, you can sometimes stack discounts. You can get discounted gift cards around Christmas time or Thanksgiving for restaurants, or Costco, once again, always has some great options of discounts. You can also, if you have a credit card, like actually I keep using Costco as an example. My Costco card gives 3% cash back on restaurants. So if I buy a gift card, say at Costco, and get some cash back with my credit card, and you get a discounted gift card that saves me 20%. Perhaps the restaurant also has a discount. So if the restaurant has a discount, you can also stack that. Maybe there's a frequent purchaser card. Other options I really enjoy that I employed a lot is happy hours. If there's a restaurant you really enjoy that is gourmet places, we used to love to go to John Howie, but we'd go to happy hour, which was a fraction of the price. We could have a delicious full meal for under $20, and lots of restaurants even offer happy hours on the weekends. Another option is with saving money is the timing. of when you eat out. So some restaurants do middle of the week discounts, like on Tuesdays, or this is cheaper. Another option, if you love fast food, is going into the apps. One of the things we noticed one time going to McDonald's is they have family deals. So if everyone is willing to eat the same thing, maybe if you have kids, just tell them they're eating the same thing, you can get something for about often half the price versus if everyone got individual things. If you're getting takeout and you're gonna eat at your home, buy some beverages at the store. Don't get beverages at the restaurant. You'll save money if you, and beverages, they're pretty much ready-made if you are like soft drinks or lemonade or something like that. Also for other dining, I found timing once again. It's much cheaper to eat out at lunch or brunch than it is to eat out for dinner. So it could be half the price. You can still eat at that amazing restaurant you've always wanted to go to. And I've also found out discounts. If you sign up for birthday anniversaries, you can often get a free meal, which could, if you're dining out with maybe one other person, cut your meals in half. If you have a little kid, I'm noticing the time. If you have a little kids' meals are cheaper. One thing I did one time when my child was little is I ordered something for myself. It was during happy hour, and there was a lot of stuff on the kids menu. I got my kid an entree, and then I saw there was a side salad, and it was maybe $2. So I ordered the side salad for myself, but I had my kid loudly going, but I don't want a salad. I don't want a salad. And I was in the slightly awkward position of going, okay, it's okay. You don't have to eat too much of it, even though it was for me. Also, kids menus sometimes have like a dessert. It might be a smaller portion, but it might be very cheap and perfect for what you need. Are there any questions about saving money on restaurants? Yes, Dave.
I love all the ideas that you're giving, and the kids one specifically, once it's like I tried to order kids one for myself and they're like, no, we're not a kid. But she's so right, because I eat very small portions, and the kids one, the portions are perfect for me.
Yeah.
So some restaurants that allow it, I just order it.
That's a great idea to ask. I've also heard that given that the kids menus are cheaper, a lot of times for the server that can cut into the tips they give. So if you order off the kids menu, then tip the server a little bit more generously for that. But it's a great idea. Or you could share an entree with someone else in the family who wants the same thing. So that way you can get half portions. I've heard a lot of families do that. Other questions or thoughts? Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, you've been in the military
Oh,
on, not Labor Day.
You thinking Veterans Day?
Veterans Day.
yeah.
You go down, I can't think of the name of the restaurant. But anyway, you get a free steak dinner, and it's
Oh,
really a
that's
nice
exciting.
dinner, smaller one, but
Yeah.
very good.
That's
I
exciting.
went back and tried a higher price steak, and it's not good. I remember Veterans Day is great, each time I've been there.
Hey, that's a
That's
wonderful idea.
40th and Delray Road.
Okay.
By the steak place.
Okay,
What's the name of that
That's
restaurant?
I don't know, there's,
Applebee's.
oh,
There we
Applebee's.
go.
Oh, that's really nice. I think they have specials. That's really exciting. I think you bring up a great point. So there's the idea, there can be military discounts and veterans discounts, there can be educator discounts, and then also, things like student discounts and senior discounts. So if you fall into one of the category, we might get a discount. Dee, if you have one more question, then I better wrap up because I'm red now.
Quick thing,
Or-
I think the rotisserie chicken is that is cheaper, it's actually inflation hasn't touched it.
I know.
That's one, and then the second one is, for some reason in America, the portions are so huge.
That's
It's like the size of the country. That's eat for 3 days. So
That's
you
awesome.
think about what you're ordering, that it lasts you for 3 days.
I love it.
And there are a few temples in, Gurdwara, and they give you free food, free lunch.
Oh, there's temples.
Krishna temple.
It's-
in Sangam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Vedic temple.
Oh,
It's
that's
very good.
exciting.
Every day, and it's
Oh.
Very good.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, everyone.
you have to like go out afterwards.
There's Dwara, they also give lunch.
And I know I'm over time, Dennis. You had,
Your four course meals.
you had one more. You had one more question, Dennis.
Yes, I walked into a restaurant in Vietnam City. And I
Vietnam
said,
City?
they handed me the menu and I looked at it and the entrees were eye-wateringly expensive. So I said, okay, fine. So I bought hors d'oeuvres.
That's a great idea. Sometimes you can even, I've done this at restaurants, you can even buy sides, like, so some places, like, I think I've done this in Mexican restaurants. I don't necessarily fill the rice and the beans that day, and I just order like the burrito, if it's sort of a side, like a single thing, because I was like, I don't feel like rice today. I love that. I love, there's so many creative ways to save money. Saving money on food allows you to either eat out more or work towards some of your other financial goals. Sometimes it's making ends meet. Sometimes it's you want to save for retirement or vacation, or your kids need something expensive, which is a very likely scenario. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Everyone has some thought on this topic. We need to continue this well during our break. So I like it. And so we should have similar topics like that and share some life hacks and tips. Cool. So can we have 1 to 2 minutes? How many minutes?
2
Like
minutes.
2 minutes for Shanae, to evaluate Shanae's speech, please. And also her email is here. If you're online, please send your evaluation to Shanae's email.
Thumbs up.
Could you please introduce our third speaker? Finish, Krishna? Brian, take it over.
All right. Krishna has requested 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to give him the normal 2-minute span, 4 to 6 minutes, for a really interesting title. An unforgettable voice. An unforgettable change. Please welcome with me Krishna for this terrific title. Go ahead, Krishna.
Thank you, Furay. Good morning, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters. Today, I didn't expect I will give a speech. After hearing uh, the today's theme, when MJ was telling, I decided to uh, give the speech. So I want to tell about my story. Uh, when I started my career in 2006-7 time, I joined as in very small company, the startup company. I was not placed in my college during the time. All the companies, they will come and recruit the people from the college itself. But unfortunately I couldn't get chance to get into that. Then I got a very small company to join, and I got very less salary than my friends. My friends are getting more than 3 to 4 times higher package than me, but still okay. But I loved my job. One good thing is I used to travel a lot. I almost visited all the states in India, because my nature of job is like that. So I used to travel to the client place and I do the networking, um, commissioning work and all I used to do. So when I was traveling, that was my first travel. So everyone, my parents, my friends, everyone is telling. So when you travel outside, you should not talk with strangers. Yeah, that is true, because new people, how to talk, even I didn't know, but even I'm a little bit scared also to talk with a new person when we are traveling. So I always quiet. Even I used to travel in flights, trains, and bus. People always initiate the talk. Then I say hi, bye. That's it. I won't go beyond 4 words. I always used to do that. One fine day, when I was traveling from my working city to my native for some short vacation, I was traveling in the bus. When it was around 350 kilometer. The person who sat with me, he initiated some conversation. Hi, what's basic conversation? What's your name? Where you are working, and where you are going? I want to stop more than I told no more than 4 words. I won't go. Yeah, I'm working in this place. I'm going to. This is my native. I'm going in this place. Okay. There is in highway. The bus stops for 10 minutes for the tea coffee. So that place, he also came along with me. So when I was having some tea or coffee, so he also with me. He also bought some coffee tea. So in India, how it is, some shops, you no need to pay. It is not a prepaid. After you, whatever you had, then you will go and pay. That kind of shop. So that means whatever you want, you can take and eat and serve. Then we will pay the shop. Not like here, Starbucks. First we are paying, then we'll get the Starbucks. So then after we coffee, then since he was here, so okay, I offered him, okay, I will pay for you also. Without any hesitation, he said, okay. Normally the strangers will say, no, 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 I will pay my, right? So he didn't say anything. Okay, he said. Then I paid. It is not big amount. It is very small amount. I paid. Then after we came back to the bus started. Again, he started the topic. Then I was little bit nervous. He called my name and said, Krishna, do you have properties and all in your hometown? I was little bit scared, and why this guy is asking this? And I said, no, I have home and that's it. I don't have any additional properties. Then he started one topic about the real estate. Krishna, I'm telling one word. At this age, you are young, very young. You are 23. Around that time, I was 23, 24. Start investing in real estate. And then I thought he's a marketing person. he is going to tell something and he is going to get money from me and he want to sell something. Then when the conversation went, he was asking me to buy anywhere. He was telling, because that on the areas, my native place, it's growing now. India is in growing in IT and other place. So you buy some. I said I don't have that much money to buy the real estate properties, that land or house, apartments. I can't buy. No. You get a loan and you buy anywhere. Then I got some relax, but he is not talking about marketing his business. He is talking about my thing. You can buy any properties at your place. Another 10 to 20 years, that is going to be a tremendous profit, he said. Okay, then he was talking about his stories and all. Then it is a believable. I believed it. Okay, that is really good. Buying properties and investing in lands, it's really good. Then I started thinking about it. Then in between, he stepped down and he said bye and okay. And I was thinking about it, but I don't have any money. And then I asked with my dad. My dad also told, okay, here the properties cost and all very high. We don't have that much money to buy. Then what is the land price? He told some amount. Okay, I left. When I went to next after 1 or 2 months to my native, I was asking with my dad. My dad was telling, hey, this price is went to 20% higher. Then after 2 months, my father was telling, hey, this price went to 50% higher. Within 1 year, it became a double. How come this much it's growing? I was thinking, I was wondering. Then I remember this person, the stranger, what he told. Then I was asking, I asked with my dad, whatever the case, we'll get some lending money from bank, we'll buy something. Then my father started searching. We didn't get it in my village area. Then he got it another village where my relatives are stayed. Dad went and inquired about which is cheap price, not with a higher price, very cheap price. I bought it with very, very less price. Then he got one land, very less price only. Then he contacted with one of my relative home, distance relative, not in the very much touch, distant relative. He went and asked with and inquired about with their help. Then finally we got land with the lending money from bank and all. Then finally I got. That was, I'm talking about 15 years, 20 years, around 15 years before. That price now, it's almost 15 to 20x now. Whatever the land I purchased, almost it is a 15 to 20x. It is a tremendous growth. Then I always think about that stranger. Another beautiful thing is the relative house where my dad went and asked, right? His daughter only I married. She is my wife now. Okay, so I always think about that stranger. So why I'm telling now this story, because strangers, if you feel it as a strange, they will give a strange pulse, strange energy only. If you feel it as a good, definitely they are going to be a good only. So that doesn't mean that you believe everybody. I'm not telling. Believe the people, okay, and cautiously think about it. That's it. So you will get good things. That's my thought. I want to share the story about that. Thank you.
Wow. I think the theme is just for you. I just prepared this to hear your story. That is amazing. So let's have a few minutes to write some feedback in the email. Send it to Krishna. It's krishnakumar.usa@gmail.com.
What is the word?
The theme is talk to strangers. The word is intriguing.
Okay.
It's done.
Thanks, Ganesh. So let's have, we don't have much time. Let's have 5 minutes break. It's already pretty late. Then I want to save more time for us to do the table topics. Break. Do end up what?
Encourage people to talk to strangers, they usually usher them out of the building. Apparently that's weird. I mean, the rules change. No, it's okay to talk to strangers. I'll just be your friend.
If all the strangers are as funny, as humorous as you, that would be so much fun to talk with. Personal.
You can see that even.
Sorry. Finish.
Okay.
When, when is when is Dan coming back?
I have no idea.
Where is the sign up sheet? I think I would not be able to come next week. I will have to, if I have signed up. So 20.
Sorry, Paul.
No, totally. I get it. I've been trying to figure out how to, oh, no, that is yours. The speaker that we had from that other group a few weeks ago, she was dynamic, she was great. She looked different.
Okay.
And, like from the district or something, she was evaluating somebody. I know this is years ago, but it was just.
Is that Roxy?
Okay. I'm terrible. I just, I had watched a program on storytelling through the Great Courses, and she just kind of exemplified a lot of those features on how to tell a story and how to connect with an audience and engage and all sorts of stuff. I've been trying to figure out if that's something that's worth sending to.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how I should do that.
It's a YouTube video.
It's actually through the Great Courses. It's you can get to it free through the library. And it's a video series, and she walks through, she has a lot of different topics, but you actually get to see her, and she talks through, she's a storyteller. So when you think of what. No, that's, I'm trying to figure out how to spend it.
Oh.
Case they're interested in. That's something I should use to do the website. I'm not very good with the website, so I don't know. I'm sure I don't want
Keep smiling, Farron. Farron.
I see part of you, Jerry.
Huh?
I see part of you. I don't see the top of your head.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Much
Good.
better.
Now the camera is good, more clarity, and also the internet's also good. Earlier it used to flicker. Now it is very good.
He's very interesting.
I have no color, so I got to fix my computer one of these.
But it's a different angle, and she's telling stories rather than speeches. But anyhow, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
It's good to see everything. Nothing has changed.
That is great. Nothing changes.
That's right. Change was wrong.
Yeah. I don't like change. Usually too much, no matter it's good change or bad change. I've already used to, finally get used to this stage. Why do I want?
Right. The older I get, the more that is. Yeah. See, but that's cool. I think it's time. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Get into it so far.
Let's come back to our favorite section.
You're just gonna stand and walk away.
Well, Since we have some really awesome impromptu speech today, we don't have a lot of time for table topic. So I think we probably only get like 10 to 15 minutes table topic, then that's it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so very excited to introduce our table topic master, Janae.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited about our table topics. This is talking to strangers. I want to use our word of the day. What is it again? Intriguing. Intriguing. It's an intriguing topic. So I've checked off that box. I love talking with strangers. I recently was in Whistler and had an opportunity to talk with a lady in Whistler, and she was from Australia. So it was really fun. And I got to find out more about why there are a lot of people with Australian accents in Whistler. So I love talking with strangers. Let's start out with who would like to volunteer for our first table topic on talking with strangers. Mine. Penny. Thank you, Penny. Yes. I have questions 1 through 20. Which one would you like?
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Let's go for it. Describe a time you were glad you didn't follow the don't talk to strangers rule.
Describe the times, plural times. Don't talk to strangers, because that's my job, folks. That's my profession. I am talking to strangers every single day. Probably Jerry too. He's a salesman. You're in sales. You have to talk to strangers. And life is like a box full of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get. Because some people are looking strange and sounding normal, and some people are looking normal and sounding strange. Yep. That's why they're called strangers. So, folks, I encourage everyone to talk to anybody. Even if you're standing in line at the grocery store, you might find out that you have things in common. And you can talk to people when you're walking down the street. I always say hello to people when I'm approaching them. Just say hi. You smile and say hi. We donated 250 candles to Operation White Watch. Okay. And it was quite a large order. I'll tell you, we were working on those candles day and night. But I went to the gala where they had all the candles set on the table, and I met the they work the homeless downtown, and I just started talking to people, and I could hear the whispers. Because they know me from all the other markets, and I could hear them. I could smile and say hello. I could hear what they were saying, but they didn't know I could hear them whispering that I'm the candle lady. But I did meet all kinds of people from every walk of life, and it was the coolest gala ever. So you should always talk to strangers.
Penny, would you like to nominate another person? Welcome. Welcome. From 20 excluding 7, which question would you like? Why? Okay. That's yours. What's the most memorable conversation you've had with a stranger?
My memory is kind of weak, so I'm thinking. What's the memorable conversation? Early morning was, I think, 6 a.m. and I had to take a bus down the scariest street in Kansas City. If anybody has been. Scariest street. And I get on this bus to get to my job, which is at a dental college, about 5-10 miles down from my college. And I get into the bus and take my seat. Afterwards, at the next stop, another person gets in and he sits by my side. Just in a minute or two, he starts talking to me. Like, I'm a little scared. I'm a student. I'm new to this country. I'm new to the world. And he starts saying, oh, you know, you're the most beautiful person on the world. I'm like, okay. You are so nice and I really love you. I'm like, okay. I just like met 2 seconds ago. And I was so scared because it's scary street. He looked like he was stoned. And I was like, anything could happen. Next thing he could pull a gun and I'm done. So maybe let me be careful. So then I got an idea. I was scared to speak. So why not just pretend to be deaf and dumb? So I don't have to speak. It doesn't escalate because I'm not speaking. And I said, And he said, oh, you know, but I love you. And I'm like, I kind of pretended to be deaf and dumb and he understood. So the next thing he does is shows his hand and draws a heart. Yeah. You understand? I love it. Oh my God. I was just scared. And I just I just prayed to God. I'm like, oh my God. It just saved me today. I'll do whatever you want. And then luckily, after I prayed, at the next stop, he got down and he was going. So I was like, giving a sigh of relief. And while going, he just said, looked at me sideways and said, remember, I love you. And got down. And that was the end of it. Oh my God. That was my talk to a stranger, which is the most memorable in my life.
Deep, would you like to choose another person to go next? Thank you.
I have the sign-up sheet.
This is, I know it's interesting now. I'm like, oh, what am I saying? This is great. Because we're learning, I'm learning stage presence up here. I was like, okay, what do you do when I was only this way? So this is great. So questions 2 through 20, excluding 7. Which number would you like?
20 then.
Okay. What can talking to strangers teach us about ourselves?
What can talking to strangers teach about? That is actually a great question. I'm spending my time going down my memory lane. If there is a time when I grew up being taught not to talk to strangers. In China, you get these people who have their arms and legs chopped off and they're lying on the street. They are kissed. Those are the things where taught me not to talk to strangers. So the reverse is interesting. There was a time when I was on a flight going from my home country to Canada. On that flight, I met someone who is sitting next to me, who is in her 80s. She is flying to Canada to visit her family. And she mentioned that there was a time when her kid got into one of those situations where their arms and legs chopped off. A few years after, they finally found her, but they had to take care of her always. It was a sad story, but it reaffirms what my parents were talking to me about. Don't talk to strangers. They're gonna chop off your arms and legs and throw you on the street. At that time, I was like, really? are they really people who would just not listen to their parents and just wander off? And does it actually happen that the people actually get pulled down and got the lungs and they chopped off? Until that time I talked to that lady, the stories are real. So the lesson I learned is to listen to your parents. Thank you.
You had a great story. So many good stories. Oh, what's a riveting story? I want to find out more about it. Would you like to nominate someone else? I'm thinking maybe online. Or you don't have to. Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Yes. Question would you like? We now have two through 9 minutes, please.
8.
Your go-to icebreaker when you're in a room full of strangers.
Okay, give it a shot. Not sure what that is. Hi,
Hello.
how are you? Glad to meet you. That's my icebreaker. Yeah, I do. I like people, and I've met a lot of people help pull this whole club together and several other clubs besides. So meeting people is fun. And you can learn so much from each person. Each person has a different background, a different personality, different experiences, and you want to get to know those people. And so putting your hand out and greeting them with a big smile is what I normally do. At church, that is my role. At the front door, everybody who walks that door basically gets their hand shaken and a big smile. You know, oh, good to see you, welcome. So that's my icebreaker. And met good people that way, some ladies that one I did marry, one I was lining up to marry, and it all went the other way, and in a different way. But yeah, get to know people. That smiles like Penny's giving me back there. You know, she's a master at that too.
Shayna, that was interesting. Do we have enough time for maybe one more?
Let's only do one more.
One more, okay.
Yeah.
Jerry, would you like to nominate someone?
Oh, Dennis, what are you doing today?
Number 19.
Number 19. Thank you. Welcome, Dennis. Number 19 is, have you ever had a funny or awkward encounter when trying to talk to someone new? I wonder who has it.
Has anybody here ever ridden in an elevator? Is it, if there's more than one person there, what I like to do is say, as the doors close, you say, welcome, thank you for coming to the meeting this morning. I'm glad you're here. And that goes along with another thought that I had. What would happen if your boss walks in on Monday morning and says, hi, Shanae, thank you for coming today. It's good to see you. What would that do for you? Or people in the elevator. Hi, good to see you. Thank you for coming today. What would that do? How would that make you feel? In my case, it would be like, really? Okay. But we are such an isolated people. It's really funny. How many people during the break, how many people pull their phone out, check their phone? When you're walking down when you're in a building and you're walking down the hallway, how many people are looking at their phone? What happened to just giving them a smile and saying, hi, how you doing? Or what's going on? Or just to break a conversation, just to say hello. and give them a warm smile. Yeah, they'll look at you like, whoa, who's this dude? What does he want? But at least you're communicating to the folks. So the next time you're in an elevator, thank them for coming to the meeting.
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks, that's fine. I'm really glad everyone's coming to this meeting. So we had a lot of great stories and conversations, but our meeting is really short. So we have to go to the next section, which is the January evaluating session. So welcome January evaluator Jen.
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you.
Great to see you.
Positive by that. Thank you.
Thank-
Good to be seen. I love the part from Dennis. So here we are at the evaluation stage. So we are going to have Chow speak on Eva's speech. So Chow, take it away. I don't know why I keep looking over there. Welcome, Chow.
Yeah, good morning, Toastmasters. Eva brought us an outstanding, personal, and powerful speech. I want to emphasize 3 areas for Eva's speech. The first of all, opening. Eva immediately captured the audience attention with your inspiring questions. How long is to wait for an emergent medical treatment? This was excellent way to engage everyone from the very first lines. I saw the audience have their own answers and their own experience. So you immediately captured all the audience attention. Second area, speech structure. Your speech follow a clear structure, a strong opening followed by 2 vivid personal story. Each story connect directly to your theme of Canada was US or time was money in healthcare, making your message very consistent, logical, and easy to follow. The third area, I really enjoy your storytelling. The description in your ER story paint a powerful picture of pain and frustrations. We can feel your real nervous, frustrated. Yeah, good job. Your second story about losing sight evoked deep empathy and helped the audience truly compare the huge difference between the 2 healthcare system between Canada and the US. The summary recommendation to make your speech even stronger. So you did a great job to contrast the comparison between Canada and the US healthcare with lived experience to make your argument even more convincing. You might consider adding 1 or 2 supporting statistics. For example, you can show the average waiting time or average cost in each system. It would strengthen your credibilities. Another recommendation is your speech is fantastic, but ended very soon after your final story. You could make the conclusion even more powerful by summarizing and emphasizing with what you learned. Perhaps 1 or 2 the lines that connect both story and highlight your key message. But overall, your story is outstanding, personal, powerful. You transform painful personal experience into a empathy and helping the audience reflect what healthcare really costs, not just in money, but become time, the humanity is healthy. Yeah, good job, Eva. Yeah, thanks for bringing us the great story.
Thank you, Chow. The next evaluator, we have Dennis, who's going to be evaluating Shanae, and let's go ahead and welcome Dennis.
Good morning. This morning, Shanae brought us a very intriguing subject. And that is saving money by eating out. That's like kind of, to me, my immediate thought was, that's kind of an oxymoron. How do you save money eating out? Thank you for your ideas. I really enjoy that. I will probably venture out of my house now and go eat out someplace. I like the ideas that you presented to us today. Family deals. Well, that's kind of hard to do for me. But I find that Wednesdays is a good time to go out. I like to go out that day because I can find a seat, someplace to sit. So Wednesdays are in. I like the ideas of coupons, discounts, specials, and whatnot. The next one was takeout. I thought that was a very interesting twist on the idea of eating out. You run off to Costco, you can buy a bag of frozen veg, and you can buy a bag of chicken for $5. Hey, and it's cooked and it's warm, a hot deal. And I thought that was good. Same with Whole Foods. You can go through the line there, and you can actually take out your own likes for your food. Family days or family meals. I thought that was a good way to save money. A couple of comments. I would suggest before you get up here to give an impromptu, jot down some notes to try and organize your subject. It helps. That's what I do. The other subject that the other topic I would talk about is when you get audience involvement, giving you feedback, it's very difficult to control time. If you want to maintain, or if you have a very compressed time frame, you have to be conscious of the idea that if you're going to get audience involvement, it's going to take time. So you're going to have to allow for that. A couple of minutes, because it's very hard to improve the audience. Perhaps on your close, just as a thought on that, try a summary close. So we talked about going to a restaurant to save money. We talked about takeout. And then we talked about audience interaction. And that would be your close. I thank you very much for your presentation. I hope that you're working in Pathways. We need to get you on that because you're going to be dead.
Still am. I've been working on it.
Because we need the points. Anyway, thank you very much for your presentation. Madam General Evaluator.
Awesome, Eva. Ooh, that was intense. Pathways, I'm not even there, Miss Shanae. Pathway kind of scares me. All right, Farron, we have our next evaluator for Ganesh.
No, Krishna.
Krishna. All right, Farron, take it away.
Sure. Krishna's giving a 4 to 6 minute speech. I know. What was his actual time on the speech timer?
10 minutes, 3 seconds.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, that's what happens when you get caught up in a story. And stories are the best kind of speech because it kind of gets you involved in what's happening, and then it leads to a fascinating conclusion. Let me tell you the things that struck me about the speech. The title, An Unforgettable Voice, An Unforgettable Change. When you come up with a title like that, it makes you want to listen. It's startling. It's not usual. And so think about that when you're giving a speech, to give a title that really draws you in. And I think you did that, Krishna. And it led to a fantastic conclusion where you ended up with a life partner. And that was tremendous. The opening, you kind of started off kind of so, well, I didn't want to speak, but so I'm going to give a story. And actually, if you get caught on the spot, have a few stories in your back pocket, because stories draw us in and they get us involved. And Krishna got us interested in hearing what was going to happen. What was this lady going to do that she met on the train, the bus? And she kept talking. And Krishna said, I hardly say 4 words. And what was, as far as human relationships with man and woman, opposites attract. My daughter talks all the time. My son-in-law works in the shipyard and barely get 4 words out of him. and that attract. My wife talks less than I do, for example. So I thought that was interesting to kind of develop the dynamic of personalities, and talking about his personality, and the fact his wife's personality came out because she was trying to get him to buy property. And she talked to him on the train and the bus. And she got a decision from him. And even though Krishna doesn't say much, he listened. And that's the other aspect of one of the advantages not talking so much is you listen to the other person. And I think that she appreciated that. It came into a positive result for her. And then, of course, ending up as a life partner. So the title drew us in. Unforgettable voice, unforgettable change. Introducing a story that was interesting and brought us along with the 2 people that were involved. And then a conclusion that was fantastic and positive, and all left us with a good feeling about their relationship. I thought it was a great job, Krishna. I can't even think of anything positive that you could do. I know I'm supposed to think of something, but I was so drawn into the story that I thought the whole speech was positive. Madam Toastmaster, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. So as we wrap it up, I hope everyone have fun. The thing.
Report.
Oh, go ahead. The
Report.
reports,
Time.
absolutely. We have.
You forget.
Finish. Finish for timing.
Yeah, thank you for forgetting. Yep. So let's move to timing report. So Eva started with a great intriguing speech, and she took 7 minutes 35 seconds for delivering an excellent speech. And then spoke, gave a speech about just to save, but by eating outside. Yeah, and she took like 10 minutes 6 seconds, maybe because she involved audience, so it took more time. And Krishna gave a very intriguing and funny story, and it took like 10 minutes 3 seconds, but I felt like it's just 5 minutes. It was so interesting. Yeah. And moving on to table topics, Penny is left. So Penny took 2 minutes 10 seconds, and Deep, you took 2 minutes 58 seconds, and Eva 2 minutes 8 seconds. Jerry 1 minute 30 seconds. Dennis, you took 1 minute 55 seconds. And moving on to speech evaluation, and for first evaluation, Chow, you took 3 minutes 25 seconds. Dennis, you took 3 minutes 21 seconds. Ferrin, you took 3 minutes 43 seconds. Yep. Thank you.
Ganesh, thank you for the time.
Oh, we have both.
If we can get votes,
Yes.
okay, so should we collect it to you? Okay, so if you could, the votes to NJ, please.
Our counter.
Yes, sir. Ritu, we have the odd counter and Ramarian, Wizard of Oz. Have you invited to give us your report? Thank you.
So, yeah, it was a good session today, and the word of the day was sprinkled here and there. So effectively, Shani and Dennis Ganesh used it directly, but everyone used it indirectly, I guess, like as fascinating, investing in that way. For our counters, I would say no one used pretty much like no was. Only I would say Krishna who used with the pause here and there, but everyone else did really great. And I couldn't find ours, but yeah, so that's it. Thank
The
you.
reports. All right, at this time, I get to do my final feedback. Okay, hello. All right, so great. I hope everyone had a really good time. The theme and the table topic matched really well, along with Krishna table impromptu speech. So thank you for sharing your impromptu speech. Everyone's evaluation was really, really detailed and strong, the way they articulate the feedback, and I thought that was quite well noted. The suggestions that was prompted, I think any one of us could take away and maybe perhaps even utilize ourselves, especially, you know, prompting the fact that we got to get that pathway project going. If you're working on one, definitely get that going. Me alongside, I haven't done much, so I need to get that going too. So it's a good push. Along that, thank you for being here. It's great to be back too. So I look forward to our winning votes. So thank you. MJ?
Thank you. Thanks, Jen. Sorry that when you just come back, I put you in a big role. You did it really well. Thanks everyone for coming to this meeting. So see if we can have some more roles sign up. Meanwhile, please forgive me. Let me take 1 minute to collect the vote on Zoom. Okay. Do we have more votes on Zoom?
We have one more, I think. Let me check.
It's here. Ciao.
I don't know you're a salesman. Are you a salesman? Are you a salesman?
Yep, okay.
I'll-
So now we got our
Really, 99.
triple A time. First, announcement. Any announcement? Oh, Pete, go ahead.
The Diwali party going on down Apple Center. I think Emory Hall or something.
Yeah.
We get kind of like activities. One thing to note is there is the March going on, which is going to be like something. Traffic is going to be terrible. So just for so that you have fun. Fantastic event my friend is organizing.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that Monday?
Yes, Monday. No, Diwali is on Monday, right? It's on Monday.
The event is today. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you go there, you can take 5:45. Or yeah, take the bus. Okay, thanks for sharing. Any other announcements?
Appreciation. I want to give a public appreciation to MJ. So not only
Oh.
has she set up to be a Toastmaster last minute, but she had a great
Wow.
topic.
Thanks for joining.
So everybody is contributing. So I want to give a huge applause to MJ.
Thank you. Thanks, great meeting. Thanks for coming. I'm glad that it turned out pretty well. Okay, any other announcement? If no, I'm gonna announce the award. First, best evaluator, drum roll. Dennis. Next, the best speaker, drum roll please. Very close. First is Eva, and second is Krishna and Shanae. You got a tie, so very, very close. Oh, very good speakers. And the next one is best table topic speaker. Drum roll please. Very close. We have a tie between Eva and Deep, and the second place is Penny. Penny's left. Congratulations, great stories. And next thing we're gonna figure out is the role for next week. Do we have the sign up? Thank you, Jen. Okay, next week, tabletop, Toastmaster is gonna be Megan, yay. I'm gonna do the table topic, general evaluator.
Table topic I will do.
I'm gonna be the table topic. Sorry, it's already
Okay.
set up. You can see that on our agenda. Yeah,
Okay.
please sign up on our agenda. It's already on there on our website.
Okay.
But we don't have any speeches yet for next week. Anyone would like to sign up for a speech? We have two evaluators, Shanae and Chow. We have timer, Ritu, and Ganesh not attending. We need grammarian. Do anyone would like to be grammarian next week?
I'll do it.
Okay, Burn grammarian. So you can sync up with Megan about the topic. And Krishna, you like to be the table topic master? I can swap with you. I can do a speech and you can give a table topic.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
Krishna.
Who is Toastmaster next week?
Megan. Okay.
Megan?
Yeah. Cool. Now we have all the roles sign up. Thanks everyone. So welcome next week. Okay. Meeting adjourned.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too.
You too. Have a good weekend.
See you later, all.
Good work.